It's Friday. Here we are at our story time at our reading area and the end of the week for Willie Weasel. Look how tired Willie Weasel's looking. It's been a busy week. And you know how he goes up and down hills all the time and is always busy. So he's getting pretty tired. I'm glad you come with me every day and do the things we do at school and learn together. And I'm glad moms and dads are watching too. I was thinking the other day that this is helping moms and dads learn about what we do in school. Just like Mr. Vogt, he didn't know all the things I do at school. Now that he's been here, he's surprised how smart you are and how many things we do. So it's good for moms and dads to see too. So ask them to sit and do it with you and watch with you. Some of your moms and dads do, I know. Well, here's W. Willie Weasel Wah. And remember, this week we've been singing Willoughby Wallaby song. We're putting wah in front of our names. Now, we did not do all the names. Did we do this one? Willoughby Wallaby Wands. An elephant sat on Hans. Yes, good. Willoughby Wallaby Wola. An elephant sat on Lola. Willoughby Wallaby Wayne. An elephant sat on Lane. Willoughby Wallaby Weffany. An elephant sat on Stephanie. Willoughby Wallaby Wet. An elephant sat on Rat. Yes, we can change the sound, remember. If we change the letter of your name and we take the S off Stephanie and put a W and put a wah, it says Weffany. It's fun, isn't it? Now, if we were in school, we'd be going around the circle and we'd make sure we got everybody. So if I missed you, I'm really sorry. And you can let me know and we'll do it next week. Or you can do it with mom and dad. How about Willoughby Wallaby Wonky? An elephant sat on Punky. Right. I know I did Millie this week and Alfonso. So if I missed you, you let me know and we can do it again next week with you, okay? Willoughby Wallaby, we'll put him down. Every letter has so many fun things to do, don't they? Songs and stories and poems and activities and games. It's very fun. Oh, speaking of a game, I have a game for Willie Weasel that goes like this for Friday. It's a word game. Willie Weasel word game, okay? You have to guess my word. That's what it's called. Guess my word. If you guess it, you get a point. If you guys don't get it, then Mrs. Vogt gets a point, okay? We'll see who can get the most points and win the game. Okay, I'm going to try to make it really hard because I know how smart you are. Remember, it has to begin with this sound, wah. It's going to begin with a W. Okay, so here's my first one. This word is something that is moving air. When air moves, it's called wind. Ding, 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 you got it. Whoever said wind, you got it right. There's 1 point for you. Okay, let me try another. I'm going to give you some clues, and you think of a word that says what. Okay. Oh. This word is something we read about this week in school, and it really helps the earth. It helps plants grow because they crawl through the earth and they even poop in the earth, and it makes it really good for things to grow because it keeps the soil and the dirt loose. And those are worms, right? Ding, ding, ding. 2 points. Worm. So we had wind and worm. Okay, guess my word. Willie, are you falling asleep? He's rolling back behind my shirt, isn't he? Okay, here's another one. This week we celebrated Earth Day. We learned that our planet is the best planet because it has land and this. That starts with wah. And there's more of this on the earth than there is land. Plants need it. Animals need it. People need it to live. What is it? Water. Right. Water. Good. Ding, ding, ding. You got 3 points. Okay, next one. This is something, oh, it's going to be harder. You open and close it. Oh, a door does open and close, but a door says duh, duh, dee, dee, dear, duh, D. This has to say wah. You open and close it. And it lets air come in your house. Many houses have, all houses have these. Window, right, wah, window. Well, how many points is that for you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4 points for you. All right, I'm going to do a really hard one. This is something Mrs. Vogt has when we go out on the playground. And when I need you to line up and stop playing, I blow it. It's, yes, a whistle. Remember that? And you come running and we have to line up because moms and dads aren't going to pick us up, or we have to go on the bus, or we have to go home. And yeah, whistle. Good. Whistle. Good job. That's 5 points for you and 0 for me. You guys won. I'm going to have to come up with harder games. Do you like that game, Guess My Word? Let's do that more with different letters. I just thought of that game, and we need to do that more often. That's a fun one. Well, let's read our stories before we go on this Friday. It's time for Mr. and Mrs. Vogt to go home and get ready for our time at home. I'm going to put my glasses on. You still see that it's me? Yes. Well, this first one is a short little newspaper story again, and it's called What Do You Do in the Weather? And we're going to compare. Remember, compare means to look at two different things and see how they're like, or how they're different, or if they're doing the same thing. What's funny is animals and people can do some of the same things. Look at it, must have been a rainy weather day. These girls are jumping with their rain boots, their water boots, in the mud puddle. And it's splashing. And that dog is in the puddle too. Do you do what the animals do? That's what it says. Let's compare and see if we do what the animals do. Animals get in the mud, and so do kids. Yes, they do. So let's compare some other animals and see if we do the same thing. When it is raining, what do frogs do? This frog's under a leaf, isn't he? Trying to stay dry. That's that favorite frog that we like with the big orange eyes. They use an umbrella. Do you do that too? Yes. To stay dry, we can use an umbrella. That cute little boy has a big blue umbrella, and that frog has a big green leaf to stay dry. Yes, we do the same. When it is windy, what do horses do? Oh, look at that. Does his hair, that's called the mane. Is it blowing in the wind? Yeah, the wind is moving it. They let their hair blow. Do you do that too? Yeah, the wind is blowing our hair. When the wind blows, it blows our hair too. So our hair moves. When it is snowy, oh, that's solid water, isn't it? What do snow monkeys do? Oh, they're rolling up and playing in the snow, making a snowball. They roll snowballs. Do you do that too? Yes. Animals and people sometimes do the same things. When it is sunny, what do dogs do? They go out and play ball, don't they? That little boy's going to throw the ball. And his dog, see the ball in his hand? The dog's going to go chase it. They can do that with you. Dogs can play with you and do it together, can't they? So what do you do in the weather? Weather. Good one. That's a short little newspaper story that we like. Willie's falling asleep. Are you awake? Let's put him right down here. He's nice and warm. He's keeping me warm. Before we go this week, we've been celebrating Earth and all that God made and put on the earth for us. He loves us so much. This is a book about that. It's called The World is Awake. How many W's do you see in the title? The World is Awake. There's a big W for world, and there's a little W in the middle of awake. This story says a celebration of everyday blessings. Every day there are things for us to be thankful for and be glad that God made it. Something special about this book is that Punky and her mom and dad bought this book for me for our class to share a while ago when we had a book fair here. So thank you to Punky and her mom and dad. And this is the perfect time. I've been saving it for W and for Earth Week to celebrate all the things that God gave us on our wonderful earth. Look at all those butterflies. Aren't they beautiful? Kids in the grass and birds and bunnies. And, oh, there they go. They're flying away. Next week is our week to begin learning about the life cycles of butterflies and doing so much more with the life cycles of butterflies. So let's turn the pages. Here's the title page that tells us the name again before we start the book. The World is Awake, a celebration of everyday blessings. Written by Lindsay Davis with Joseph Bottom and illustrated by Lucy Fleming. A lot of people worked together for this story. This is the day the Lord has made. A butterfly floats through the sun and the shade, while dragonflies flit past the flowers and trees, and grasshoppers hop in the soft morning breeze. Oh, everybody's waking up. It's a beautiful day. And the bees, busy bees, are buzzing today as ladybugs call them to come out and play. All the insects are waking up in the springtime. They love the warm air. Just look at the sunrise that's painted the sky, and look at the songbirds all starting to fly. The world is awake. It's a wonderful place, alive with God's power and glad with His grace. So wonderful. Everybody's going outside. It's the morning time. Out in the yard just waiting today are all kinds of things that want us to play. The gifts of the Lord are found everywhere. And all that I see is just like a prayer. So much of creation is happy and good. Even the rocks would sing if they could. Rocks are not alive, so they can't sing. But if they could, they might be happy that day and want to sing. There's a little pond, isn't there, that they're playing at the pond. It's in praise of the Lord that trees grow so tall, that grass grows so green, and the flowers all call. Look at us, look at us. God dressed us up too. The great sweeping rainbows and skies wrapped in blue. Like water in sunshine and summer days too. And you, beautiful, beautiful you. Aren't those beautiful pictures of a beautiful day? And later today, what shall we do? I know, let's go to the zoo. We can buy a balloon and meet a baboon. We can look at the animals all afternoon. Someday when we all get well, we can go to the zoo. We wanted to go to the zoo at the end of the year. We talked about that, didn't we? Someday we'll be able to go to the zoo. See that bear over there? He's just trying to snooze, despite all the noise from the young kangaroos. He wants to sleep, but the kangaroos are too noisy. The slippery otters are swimming along. The playful coyotes are howling, how, how, howling a song. I love those otters. They're so cute at the zoo. And do you know what? The zoo in Grand Rapids, the bears and the otters are right next to each other. So that's kind of fun. Coyotes at the zoo, cool. I love zebras and lions and elephants too. Pandas and penguins and owls that call hoo, hoo. See, there's some owls up here. Peacocks and panthers, a great mountain sheep, and that grumpy old bear who is trying to sleep. All are God's creatures that He created. All live on the earth. And if we take care of the earth, we can take care of these animals. Down at the zoo, they're all on parade, the wonderful creatures the good Lord has made. There's a snake swimming in the water, like our snake song. Allie alligator, Ellie elephant, K.O. kangaroo, Pee-wee penguin. How about that? Zeke the zebra. My belly sounds like that bear when it growls. It's time for supper. My tummy now howls. Time to go home after a fun day at the zoo. So let's stop at the market for something to eat. God always provides us with wonderful treats. All the food that grew from the gardens, all the food the farmers grew. Thank you, God, for farmers. And the food that grows in the beautiful dirt. The beautiful soil. Plants grow. And with my belly full, I start to yawn. The light outside is almost gone. What a busy, good day they had celebrating everything on earth. Animals and food and plants and sunshine. They're tired, aren't they? It's nighttime. Up in the trees, high in the leaves, I hear God's love in the sound of the breeze. The wind is whispering stories tonight, and far above, the moon shines bright. So I say my prayers and climb into bed. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day. Then I snuggle up close while my books are read. The comforting night feels calm and deep, calling me down to a dreamy sleep, calling me down to a dreamy sleep. Calling me down to dream and sleep. Thank you, God, for all the wonderful things on earth. And thank you for my students and for Mr. Vogt, who helps me now at school. Thank you for this wonderful earth. And we can say, God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. Okay, see you next.